Welcome you all class 11th in Classroom Notes by Rekha Jain, and today we are going to study The Address by Marga Minko. So before I start the chapter, let's know a bit about the author. Marga Minko. The author was a Dutch journalist. She lived in Amsterdam, and during World War II, the Germans invaded Holland where 90% were Jews. Many fled to other countries. Others were imprisoned in concentration camps. The author with her mother had to leave their home too. So students, invaded here means entered forcibly, and concentration camps are the prisons with high walls where civilian political prisoners or sometimes prisoners of war are kept under harsh conditions. So let's know what does the author try to highlight through this story. The author tries to highlight the problems caused by war before its starting and after it is over. Common man has to be grinded under its impacts. Story highlights pre and post war effects. What happens? Males usually have to go at war fronts, leaving behind their families. Civilian people who are not in armed forces, they have to struggle for their survival. Medical aids is very tough to be availed, and common people usually are not given their belongings. They have to be deprived of them, and sometimes they lose their near and dear ones also. There are 4 characters in the story. 2 are adults, 2 are teenager girls, narrator and Mrs. Darling's daughter. These are 2 teenage girls, whereas Mrs. S and Mrs. Darling, these are 2 adults, female adults, and they are known to each other. Okay, now here starts the summary. The chapter opens up with the narrator's visit to Mrs. Darling. Mrs. Darling, who is a friend of Mrs. S, and Mrs. S gave her belongings to Mrs. Darling. Why? Because she wanted all the belongings, all the precious material to be secured, because she herself was bedridden during the war, and she was afraid that she won't be alive for a long time. And when the things would be secured with her, her daughter would take all the things from Mrs. Darling. Now when the war was over, the narrator decided to go to the address, which was number 46 Marconi Street, and this was told by her mother who was no more. Now Mrs. Darling had turned very greedy. When narrator went there, she wanted to avoid the narrator, and that is why she opened the door a chink, that means only a little bit, and she kept hidden herself behind the door. And then she said she thought no one had come. When she opened the door a bit, narrator saw she was wearing her mother's green cardigan, and its buttons had faded. That means this cardigan was used again and again by Mrs. Darling. And then Mrs. Darling fleetingly told, that means hurriedly told, that she was in a hurry. Now narrator thought that she had come to the wrong address, and that is why she turned, but she wanted to confirm. And when she had a look over the jamb, that means side post of the door, she found the same number and the street on the plate. But she returned by the train, and while her return journey, the poignant memories of her mother started disturbing her. Poignant here means sad memories, because when you lose some of your near and dear one, you always are filled with sadness. Same happened with the narrator. And then she recalled how Miss Darling used to carry their precious belongings during her each visit. Mrs. S used to show concern for Mrs. Darling. Mrs. S was a very naive, very credulous lady and very humble. When Mrs. Darling used to come to their home, she was always afraid. She would crick her waist because she had to carry such a heavy luggage. She would crick means she would twist her waist because she had to carry such a heavy luggage. But the narrator was never agree with her mother's thought, and that is why she was reproved by her mother. That means she was criticized by her mother, because mother was very humble and simple, and she never could peep through the real mentality of Miss Darling. And she blamed her daughter to be disrespectful towards Mrs. Darling. This was how she went down the memory lane. She refers to the narrator, and she recalled how her mother introduced her to Mrs. Darling and asked her to remember the address. Again, she thought of going to the lady. Once she had come back, but she decided to go there for the second time also, because again she developed a wish to have the belongings back. Because war had been over and bread had become lighter, that means survival had become easy. And this time she was received by Mrs. Darling's daughter, as Mrs. Darling was not at home. And this girl was of her age, as her mother was not at home. So this narrator decided to wait, and she went inside. Actually, this girl, who was the daughter of Miss Darling, she was very simple. Actually, she did not know about her mother's shrewd nature, and that is why she herself invited the narrator inside. When the narrator went inside, she observed the furniture Miss Darling had brought from their house, and this furniture was clumsily arranged. Clumsily means distastefully arranged, and there was a musty smell too, means damp smell. That means as if things were stinking there. She also saw their own Hanukkah style candle stand, which you can see in the pic, which was very cumbersome. That means it was very heavy. That is why the narrator and her family never used that. She also identified the tablecloth, and she ran her finger. When she ran her finger, she found a burn mark inside. And this girl, who was so simple, was unaware about her mother's crooked nature. She told that silver cutlery, which the narrator used to use in her own home, this girl told that they used that cutlery because she thought that this cutlery belonged to them only. This was how the narrator again flashed back in her memory that she used to help her mother washing this silver cutlery, and she was filled with sadness, and this created a sort of aversion. Aversion means disliking, because sad memories of her mother started disturbing her, and she abruptly stood. That means she suddenly stood and went out. Now she decided not to get back all her belongings. Why? Because see, there are three main reasons. Number one, after the war, and even before when the war was going on, she had been living for a long time, because Miss Darling had taken the things before a long time from their house. So she had been living without all these things for a long time. When she didn't need them earlier, she thought she won't need them in future also. Second reason, she had hired a small house after the war was over, and where all these large things could not be accommodated. That means adjusted. Third reason, and very important reason, these articles would invoke memories of her mother, and these memories were sad memories, poignant memories, and they would disturb her mentally, and that is why she decided not to have the things back, and that is why she abruptly got up, and even Mrs. Darling's daughter kept asking her to stay till her mother would come back, but she stood and went away from there. So this was all in today's video. I'll try to come with some extra questions so that you better understand the chapter. Till then, bye bye.